The Austrian economist Joseph Schumpeter (1883–1950) stated that the role of the entrepreneur in any economy is creative destruction, launching innovations that simultaneously destroy old industries while ushering in new industries and approaches. For Schumpeter, the changes and dynamic disequilibrium brought on by the innovating entrepreneur are the norm in a healthy economy. The word entrepreneur is a loan word from the French. Credit for coining this term generally goes to the French economist Jean-Baptiste Say. However, the Irish-French economist Richard Cantillon defined the term first his essay on the nature of trade in general, a book William Stanley Jevons considered the cradle of political economy. Cantillon saw the entrepreneur as a risk-taker while Say considered the entrepreneur a planner. Cantillon defined the term as a person who pays a certain price for a product and resells it at an uncertain price, making decisions about obtaining and using resources while consequently admitting the risk of the enterprise. First used in 1723, today the term entrepreneur implies qualities of leadership, initiative, and innovation in new venture design. Economist Robert Reich has called team building, leadership, and management ability essential qualities for entrepreneurship. The term entrepreneurship was coined around the 1920s. The ancient history of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the act of launching or setting up a business or businesses for gaining profit. History of entrepreneurship, Blogsy. You all are familiar with entrepreneurship and its characteristics, types, values, ethics, etc. But here we will share the ancient history of entrepreneurship. Simultaneously you will get to know the first ever entrepreneurs aged back to 20,000 years ago. Beginning of entrepreneurship. Dated back to centuries, in prehistoric times, human interaction and communication initiated the process of the barter system. Moreover, the history of long-distance commerce can be dated back to 150,000 years according to Peter Watson. Trading goods and services and their rules were supposed to be the start of entrepreneurship. Similarly, in 17,000 BCE the first ever trade happened in New Guinea. In this trade, people exchanged obsidian, a volcanic glass used in hunting tools, for different products of use as food, tools, wool, etc. Therefore, this can be an early type of entrepreneurship. Hunters traded goods to different regions and made profits in terms of goods and services. This continued for millennia. Agricultural Revolution. With the agricultural revolution that came 12,000 years ago, there was a shift in entrepreneurship. Meanwhile, this shift led to another type of entrepreneurship where people felt the need to domesticate animals and plants. In this way, people no longer had to wander throughout the year to hunt animals and search for food. But they now farmed lands with animals and crops. This led to selective people farming for providing food to the entire village or town, and the rest of the people went on with other tasks. This way the people who farmed kept some of their domesticated animal meat and grown crops for themselves and their families and sold the rest to others in markets. Similarly, the ones not farming focused on other services such as cloth making, tool making, shelter making, etc. They would exchange these products and services in exchange for food or other items. Hence, a group of different businesses started. People with specific talents started selling that talent and started earning. New businesses launched and hence another type of entrepreneurship flourished in different regions of the world. With these towns and villages grew, and since food was now sourced permanently, people turned to make permanent settlements such as markets, religious centers, etc. Moreover, new institutions came into beings leading to different business ideas and entrepreneurship. This increased the living standards. For any problem that raised, people now tended to solve it with a new business idea.